I think I'll video my drive downtown just to keep myself calm when this kind of shitty Friday night Las Vegas traffic. So there's where I'm going. But I'm heading downtown. This is Paradise Road. And it's a nice night right now out in Las Vegas if it wasn't for all these tourists. Just kidding. We love the tourists, and I hope that they all keep coming for a long time and frankly forever. But living here is a different story. You don't really want to go down in these areas to drive for any reason unless you have to, you know. So, I mean, just makes sense, right? You know, skip the traffic. But I ended up going this way. I had to return the padlock to a service station where I used a restroom yesterday, and we had double locks. It had one lock for the door, and then it had a latch lock for the padlock on the door. So I was a little weary about that bathroom as it was, but I took some pictures of it, man. It looked like you're in some kind of an escape room or something, but I think it was weird, man. And I was going through a psychotic episode of great proportion at that time. I really didn't want to even be in my car. I was close to home, but I wasn't going to make it. I had to go. You know the feeling? I'm just lucky they had one, and I'm lucky that it was available, and I'm lucky the key worked. You know, I mean, all these things I think about how fortunate that situation really was, you know. And if you've ever been in that situation, you'd know what I mean, especially if you're doing it with, like, kids in the car or something that need it, you know. It's a goddamn emergency. But here we go. Now, I'm not going to do this for long because I don't want to get in trouble with the police over there or any of the other ones. Okay, so that's about all we're going to do for that. If there's anything to see, I'll show you later. But just to tell you about, you know, Las Vegas, we got a lot going on. I just went by the Sphere over there. I don't have a shot of it, but it's easy to find one anywhere you want on the internet. But they've just added an audio version to the outside, so now when they do their light shows on the exterior that everybody in the world can see out there, then they also have an audio track of some kind. So I don't really know that much about the audio track. I also know though that the U2, which they build as a movie, but it's more like it's like those it's like you're taking hallucinogens or something, and the band's right there, but they're not. You know what I mean? They beam them in. I don't really know what you call that, but let me know if you know what they call that. Anyway, they're not really there, but it looks like they're there in 3D right on the stage, and we have the tickets for it too on my website. But we're gonna have to push that out there because people are saying it's really cool. It's just like having U2 there, but the tickets aren't nearly as much, man. When they were here live, those were, for good seats, probably $400. So there's the Stratosphere, and there's the rides up there on the top that you can go on, and that's kind of crazy in there. Oh no, that guy, I've seen that guy around. I'm glad he's still around, but look what he's wearing. Holy shit. I mean, come on. But anyway, this is the Sahara here. Which is actually a good place to go. You know, they don't have a very exorbitant price. They have free parking, free valet. They have a resort fee, but I don't think you got to do much to get out of the resort fee there. I think if you join the Players Club or something, they'll probably give you an offer for no resort fee right away if you're not already in it. And once you're in it, you'll get them in the emails and stuff. So unless it's a busy weekend, they usually don't allow, you know, they they have those exclusion dates and things on those offers. So they might have ones like for big weekends and things. You have to pay it if you want to stay there, but not necessarily. But it's a good value, fun little casino. Not far from the Fontainebleau and not far from the Stratosphere. And then if you want to go on the other side of the street and walk a little further, Resorts World. So, and less expensive than the last two I mentioned, or the Fontainebleau and Resorts World. Probably more expensive than the Stratosphere though. So, I get paranoid anyway about police following me, but I get even more paranoid when I'm doing something as illegal as taking a video of myself driving to downtown Las Vegas. But here is Stratosphere, and believe it or not, I have been in these apartments. But they didn't look as nice as they do now, to tell you the truth. That was probably 30 years ago that I was in those apartments. So don't ask me what I was doing. But God, I don't have any good reason to ever go in a place like that, really. But that was like 30 years ago, so you can probably guess, huh? Well, there's some other apartments here. This isn't as bad as it used to be, I'll tell you that. One little trivia here about this Stratosphere Tower is that it was, before it was a Stratosphere Tower, it was Bob Stupak's Vegas World. And Bob Stupak is my favorite of all of the old school casino developers, because I got a real good feeling he was something, man. He had a mental condition of kind that I probably don't even know or want to try to diagnose. But he was a nut, and I love that about him. And he had crazy ideas, and he had the money to implement them, which was the thing about being crazy that can be fun. Howard Hughes was crazy, and that's documented. And he had the money to have fun. I'll tell you, buying all those casinos and airlines and movie studios, and then being crazy at the same time. And he was quite a playboy too. Dated lots of Hollywood stars. I think I can. Of course, he was the one that made them stars, so that's how he got to date them. This place here that sells arepas, I think. I don't know, rape something. Arepas. Viva las arepas. That's Venezuelan food, and I've eaten there, and it's good. I've eaten there about 3 times. So here we're on Las Vegas Boulevard. There's downtown ahead, but still a ways. We're going to be going by Dino's, which is a hole-in-the-wall bar that's been around for a long, long time, and there you can drink fairly cheap. And you forget at darts or pool, that's your place. Karaoke on certain nights. Vegas drunk since 1962, it said there. So there's Boston Pizza that has been recommended to me, but I haven't had it. We're just going up Las Vegas Boulevard here right now, and here's where you can get married at a few places. Little White Chapel. You got strippers right across the street, tattoo parlor, and you can stay at the Thunderbird, and you can go down to the adult superstore, all within a short walk of each other down here in Fun City, Las Vegas. Fun City Motel is no longer around, but luckily they kept the sign. So those are all the fun things you could do down here. You go get married, go see strippers, go to the adult store, get tattooed, and there's a bunch of bars around here too. And even better, you can go down here to downtown and go to East Fremont and go to some real nice bars down there. Up here is Doña Maria's Mexican restaurant. You can see the sign there. And they got the best tamales in town. Real authentic Mexican tamales. all the different kinds. I don't eat meat, so I just get their vegetarian version, which is cheese. I get their cheese tamales, and then I get their dessert tamales too, and those are good, man. Those are some kind of like cream of wheat and raisins and sugar, and I don't know what else, but they make this nice little like rice pudding kind of a thing, or cream of wheat pudding in there. It's sweet, and that goes inside them, and probably more than what I told you. Probably there's another ingredient or two, but anyway, they're good. And then they make a ton of them around Christmas. They make a ton of all their tamales around Thanksgiving and Christmas. You got to get your order in real early. Down this way, this is Charleston. This is East Charleston and Las Vegas Boulevard. And if you go just a little ways down here, I don't recommend walking down that way, but Ubering down their way a little ways, and you'll be in the Arts District. And actually today is, oh shit, I might not want to do this. Well, it's First Friday, which is the first Friday of each month, and it's a big deal downtown. So you go to the Arts District, or you can go down Fremont Street, and you can go to East Fremont, and there's all kinds of bars and restaurants, of course, and then there's art galleries, and there's, you know, outdoor entertainment and bands. It's all free. Food trucks, and street artists, street performers, street walkers. Every kind of person in Las Vegas goes down there. It's just kind of a monthly thing, and lots of visitors too are checking it out usually. Plenty of bars and micro pubs, and I don't want to start naming any of them because then I'll forget a good one or something, or I won't remember one I want to say. So anyway, there's Doña Maria's, and then as we're heading down here in just a minute, we're going to be going by the Pawn Stars location, which is the gold and silver pawn shop that you might have seen on the History Channel. And there's also, there it is right there, gold and silver pawn shop. Well, Canna Stars up here. That's a good choice for going to get your legal cannabis items. And they got a good staff in there, and you know what? They're rarely that busy, even though they're close to downtown. And they may even be the closest to Fremont Street if you're staying downtown. It's a little bit of a walk, but it's not too bad. But in this heat right now, I mean, right now it's 102 and it's 7 o'clock at night. So here's some more wedding chapels. So you might want to just take an Uber. They're everywhere. There's one right now. You know. Oh, this place here has good pizza. I don't know what it's called. It's just called Pizza and Wings until 4 a.m. I think that's when you get their best pizza. It's just when it tastes the best, usually, I guess. It might just be me. Well, here we go. Getting a little closer. If you need to visit any of the city or county buildings, they're kind of down here. Federal Courthouse. I don't like going there very much. Well, I should meet with my defense attorney soon. I'm not in trouble for anything, but good to keep in touch with them so that they know that if you need them, you're gonna expect them to answer the phone. You know what I mean? So anyway, here is the downtown parking garage. Okay, that is not the Garage Mahal, and it is not the Neonopolis, which is underground. It is the city of downtown Las Vegas is parking. And there's Fremont Street, El Cortez. Since you're getting the tour, I actually am not going the right way right now, but this has turned into a little bit of a documentary of what's happening in Las Vegas right now. I guess. I'm surprised I know this much. It's kind of my job, though. if you keep going down the strip like this, now this is no longer really the strip, this is downtown. So if you keep going down Las Vegas Boulevard, after you cross Sahara, you don't call it the strip anymore, okay? So after the Sahara, it's not the strip. It's just Las Vegas Boulevard, but if you keep going down and down and down there, you're gonna get into new territory. It's North Las Vegas, and it gets kind of seedy for a ways there, and it kind of stays seedy everywhere too. But I wouldn't walk down there. But you can go down there, drive a car down there, and go up a little ways, and there's some real local casinos that are old up there. And Jerry's Nugget is one of them. And then there's Poker Palace. Believe it or not, I go to Poker's Palace every once in a while. I only go at like 3 in the morning. And I kind of like it. It's a good place for somebody like me with whoever's still listening, schizoaffective disorder. And, you know, it's quiet. There's hardly anybody ever in there. And the kind of people that are in there are kind of my people, I'll tell you. So, here we're going down here on Ogden, and you can see there's the Circa. That's the newest, biggest thing downtown. Here's 3rd Street, Pizza Rock. Now, a lot of people talk about Pizza Rock. That's 3rd Street. I've had it. I like it. But I'm not sure I'd talk about it like I hear other people talking about it, you know. There's probably other places I'd talk about, but not them. Not that they're bad. I'm just saying they're not like to the very top. Okay, there's Binions. And there's Fremont up here. I got the $13.99 steak and lobster special between 9 and 11 p.m. That's every day. Tony Roma's. So, you know, that's a decent deal. Don't expect the biggest lobster tail you ever saw, but just saying. Can you get 2 is probably a question somebody's got on their mind if anybody's watching. I don't know. But probably not. And trust me, people get there real early and line up. And you're gonna have to wait for a while. Okay, this is why I don't like going downtown. You know, I got the green too. Now, somebody give me a little bit of an opening here. We're gonna enjoy this little bullshit here. Okay. There's a steak and shake inside there too. $4 beers, Heineken. Now, $4 beers are actually hard to find around town right now. You can find them, but not on the strip, I doubt. Maybe like someplace like the Planet Hollywood has a shopping mall there. I always call it the Desert Passage because that's what it was originally. It's called something else now. Okay, they put these in recently here to confuse everybody. And, well, now I can just stop. Okay. I'll tell you about some of these other casinos here. Binions doesn't even have their lights on. I guess they're saving money. Oh, look at that. You just got to see Fremont's go on. Maybe we'll see Binions go on in a second. Here's Golden Nugget Casino. Still one of the prettiest casinos, or even in town, I'd say. 4 Queens. And all their lights are working. There are a lot of burned out bulbs on theirs, man. Look at all those burned out bulbs. You can see the Fremont Street Experiences show there. That goes 24 hours nowadays. And I ran one of these places downtown for a while. Anybody that wants to know which one it is, have to stay tuned, because that'll be a whole episode of this. Okay, there's Four Queens and crossing the street here. And I don't know how we're supposed to handle this right now. These cabs are doing weird shit. Alright. At least I would have had that on video. Is he gonna go? Alright, let me. Okay, here's the valet for the Golden Nugget. They're hiring. Doesn't say what for. I should go deal again. Okay. I am talking about cards. Here's another Uber. See, we got plenty of rideshare. I don't know what people have been talking about. There is something going on down here, and that's happening here at the the downtown Las Vegas Event Center. There's a cop car. I don't want him to see me doing this. So, what else could I tell you while we're just kind of hiding from the police? Oh, Vince Neil is coming with Rat, Stephen Perry. Well, that's tonight. All right. Well, people are going out for Rat, Stephen Perry, and Vince. Vince is local. Now, it's starting to get pretty dark downtown Las Vegas, so I don't know how good this video will be. And I've already decided I don't want to go to this comedy show that I was going to go to down here, even though it's my friend that owns the whole thing and everything, and he invited me, so I'd be, on the list at the door, so that means I'd get in free. But I don't know about that. I'll tell you, if anybody else has schizoaffective disorder that's watching this video, there's the D, and there's the palm trees. That's where they got the pool I told them not to put in, and they did anyway, but that was before it was the D. You gotta cross, if you're a hotel guest, you want to go to the pool there, you gotta cross through the valet. You have to walk through the valet outside, and there's cars coming in to park, and there's valet parkers coming in with the cars, and there's even taxis and tour buses and things like that. You gotta go walking through there to go to the pool. That's the most unfriendly. Oh, there's another cop, man. I'm starting to get nervous now. Well, you can't live in Las Vegas for too long without running awry with the law, I'll tell you that. That's just a fact. Oh, there's the Broken Yoke that just opened right there. No, that's a good breakfast. I've been to the one at Town Square, and the one at Town Square, I'm sure is just as the same as this one as far as the food, and it was awesome. And I like eggs Benedict, and I got an amazing egg Benedict, and I don't drink any longer. I'm not a drinker. I'm a non-drinker. Okay, but this was before that, and I was a drinker. I was practicing a lot at it too, and I'd say I'd already gone pro for sure, definitely, for a long time. Quite a long time I'd been pro. But if you wanted to know how their drinks are there, I'll say they're about the most awesome kind of breakfast drinks selection you could ever think of there. They're amazing. Now right here is what is this called again? Well, it's the downtown, like shopping and restaurants and bars, and they're all in a little square here. And Tony Shea, there you go. See, you can see a lot of it now. For anybody who knows who Tony Shea was, he was the one that envisioned this, I believe, or at least financed it. And here's the venue, and that's for sale already. Jeez. That's pretty new. I think it already changed hands once. Down this way, we got the Western Hotel. That's been vacant for a long time. I'm not operating, but I used to go there to play low stakes blackjack. And it was a dump, man. You had to be careful about yourself when you're in a place like that. Gotta tell you. But I didn't mind it because they always had the freshest, newest dealers in town. Oh, here we go. It's called Container Park. And if you can see that big old caterpillar over there, it's actually a praying mantis, and it comes to life every whenever they do it. I don't know, every half hour or something, and it has fire and stuff comes out of it. Used to be a Burning Man. This is East Fremont, and here's the El Cortez. And as we go up this way, here, try not to hit any of these tourists. This is the bar district called the Block right here. I highly recommend it. Cheap shots, Disco Pussy, the Griffin, flipping good burgers. Here you got, and there's one called Ice Cream, what's it called? Ice Cream something. And then here you got Neonopolis, and that's Fremont Street. And up there you got the zip line called Slotzilla. There's a place I'm not going to advertise. Anyway, that's your welcome to fabulous downtown. Okay, that's your. There's nothing wrong with the place. Okay, I just won't advertise it for one reason. But this place was cool. This was Inspire. It had theaters upstairs, music venue, and then downstairs was kind of like a bookstore / coffee experience kind of a thing, I believe. I remember they had a lot of newspapers from everywhere, so if you were from out of town, you could go in there and read the newspaper. I think that guy needs to go. I don't like honking, but he needs to go. There's people behind us. There's a guy in a wheelchair, and I have a lot of respect for people that have to use a wheelchair. I had to use one myself a few times in my life, but one time for an extended period. Here we go. And we're in Pond Village now. What we're doing is we're heading back up Las Vegas Boulevard because I honestly just don't. You know if you know, right? I'm not having any kind of episode, or I wouldn't be filming right now probably, and I'd probably just be heading home. But I can feel that. Not that I can see them coming exactly, I'm not saying that, but I can, you can kind of smell the wind, and you sort of know to avoid certain things if they're triggers too, and big crowds are triggers for me. And I'm actually lucky because I came down here one time to do the same thing, to meet with my same friend, because it was his comedy show, and there were some comics that were real good that, he told me I should check out. So, and I like going when there's real good comics. Not that he doesn't have good ones all the time, but the comics come and go, and once in a while they get some that are beyond good, if you know what I mean. If you've already seen the good ones. Plus, a lot of them I know them. I've seen them plenty of times, so I don't want to. So they're tell the same damn jokes. So here's Clark Motel. There's my Chase Bank. Oh, there's another goddamn cop. And this Chase Bank, if you bank with Chase, has drive-through ATM. Still be careful though. And what was I talking about? There's Can of Stars again. Look, not too busy. Their prices are good. Oh, there's Gold and Silver pawn shop again from the Pawn Stars, and they also have this bar up here. It smells good, I'll tell you that. But that's barbecue, so I've never had it. And it's owned by one of the owners of Pawn Stars. It's on the TV show. Oh shit! I saw an accident. I'm glad I didn't. Okay, here's Doña Maria's again. Best tamales. Best tamales I've ever had. I used to work at, well, I worked at a bunch of casinos, but one of the ones that I used to work at, there was a girl that worked in the back office in the telephone answering department. Anyway, she worked in PBX, we called it back then, and she brought these homemade tamales to work all the time. And everybody would go for her tamales and tell her how great they were. And I didn't work in that office because I was head of several departments, but I would go down to that department on the days that they had the tamales. So that's all I'm saying. And they figured that they better stop telling me when it was tamales day, I think. It didn't seem like I found out about it as often after that. That's not what I'm saying. All right, here's some more wedding chapels, and there's the talk of the town. And there's one of the girls that might work there. Hotel Shalimar. No, we're leaving Las Vegas. This is downtown area, they say, but this is still officially downtown. And then it won't be in a minute. Here up at this cross area, man, I don't want to get caught doing this. There is the Peppermint Rhino, or Peppermint Hippo, I'm sorry, Peppermint Hippo, which that is for adult entertainment. And they are involved in a lawsuit right now with another one. It's called the Spearmint Rhino, and the Spearmint Rhino's been here for a lot longer. Now here's a Pure Leaf. That's another cannabis dispensary that you can check out. Don't go to Tacos Nights and come down. That's a rip off for crappy tacos. And then, oh, okay, here's our showgirls. And then we got the Arch. And these are down here by the Stratosphere. And let's see, there's the little better view of it. Okay. They put it in the perfect place for people to access for pictures, as you can see here. And they're just, see, as they're just taking pictures. So, no crosswalk. And we have a record high incidence of pedestrian and car collisions in this town. Oh, here's the Aztec Inn Casino. You can't see the Az part, more lights out. So the Tech Inn Casino. See where it says Thai food? You can get that late there. There's a guy in a wheelchair, like I say, I respect him. He's out on some kind of rant, though. Oh, there's where you can shoot a machine gun. I would recommend doing that if you want to. Definitely. If you're going to shoot a machine gun, shoot it here in the range, man. Okay, here's the world's largest gift store. Nobody I know has ever claimed a bigger one, but there's got to be a bigger gift store than that somewhere, right? Still got the name, though. So yeah, if you're gonna shoot a machine gun, man, don't go shooting it at people. Please, just come here to Las Vegas and shoot it at one of these ranges, man. We got a whole bunch of them, and they're safe. You can pick from a whole bunch of weapons, man. Way more than that gun you can get at any gun store, I'll tell you that. I don't know what gun store you got access to, but definitely not any legal gun stores, because they got military kinds of stuff. You can shoot a helicopter if you want to. I don't mean shoot at the helicopter. I mean you fly in a helicopter and you shoot from a helicopter. And you can do a whole kind of military recreation kind of things here with weapons that have, I don't know what kind of ammo, but not the kind that kills you. And then we got paintball ranges and stuff, not just ranges, but where you go out and run around. And well, anyway, enough about that stuff. There's the Sahara from the front, and man, we got to turn more lights on in Vegas. Look at this. It's too dark. There's the Fountain Blue. I don't think anybody really wants to see me, but I just don't want to get in some kind of problem here with anybody. So since we're going already up the strip, I might as well. Holy shit. Hey, look who's advertising. A champion for equal rights, he says. Except for women, I guess. Okay, here you got the Fountain Blue. And immigrants. That's pretty, isn't it? I think the Fountain Blue is amazing. That's amazing. So, and up here we got Circus. Still love Circus, man. I know everyone hates it, but I love it for a different reason. Okay, because I like weird. There's the Fountain Blue. That's the prettiest place in town. It really is gorgeous. Okay, there's Travel Lodge next to Circus. See it right there? You can get 97-cent souvenirs, and pretty sure they got some cheap beer and stuff. You don't want to buy it in any of these casinos anymore because they charge it so damn much. Get something and take it to your room, That's the only way to do it. Oh, here, I gotta roll down my window so you can see the sphere now. Okay, so, if I'm doing this on the strip, nobody's gonna F with me because the tourists do it all day long. So I can do it here. Well, these guys all got white shirts on and shorts. This is Slots of Fun, which is next to Circus. Lots of Fun used to be a lot more fun back in the 90s, late 90s, early 90s, probably 80s. I don't know when they put that thing in, but Circus has been around for a long time, like 65 or something like that. But Lots of Fun had the best craps table because it was right there on the street, literally. I mean, it was right back. It was still inside, but it was right there, and they had a big garage door opens up there, and it's wide open, so you could just be standing there practically on the outside. And since it was wide open, everyone walking by would see you playing craps, and the dice could go out in the street too, even from there. And it was fun, and it wasn't even that high of stakes. It was low stakes. The place had everything low, and they had decent prices on beer too. Right now they still do. $2 draft beer, you can see there, and $5 table games, $2 hot dog, and a $2 shrimp cocktail. I think I said them all, but and then they got there's a convention center. But they got the old school slot machines there that you get your coins dirty and you get your hands nice and dirty. And they got the high denom ones too, so you can even have coin dollar. They might even have $5. I say high denom because everything was considered high denom if it wasn't a coin, a real coin. So weren't any dollar coin machines back then. Even though there were dollar coins, it would have been cool. But I collect dollar coins. I think they're cool. So anyway, here's second newest strip hotel casino, Resorts World. And they got 3 different Hilton brands there. So if you're a Hilton person, they've got 3 of them, kind of stacked up in quality level. They got a good one, and they got a really good one, and they got a great one. There's that's our Win and Encore. Profits are really good this quarter, I heard. It's still a classy place, and they take good care of it inside, and the rooms are well serviced from everything I've ever heard. Up here we got the fashion show, Las Vegas, but I still call it the Fashion Show Mall. They took the mall part out of it, which I thought was dumb, because mall is something people search for on the internet, for one thing. Not in your name, it's not on your website, it's not your URL. Here's the win. And also, it's kind of like, why change a name that people already know? Unless you're Elon Musk or something. There's Win. Advertising. He's everywhere, man. I can't believe he's got his picture up there on the strip like that. It's got to be the vainest thing I've ever seen. Okay, but a lot of people have their pictures up on the strip. I'm not saying anything about that, but he's not like he's Donny Osmond or something. Come on. Oh, the new fun level at Treasure Island. That's kind of a barcade. And then we got our Venetian and Palazzo and a weaving motorcycle in front of me. That's going to make me nervous because I don't need some guy wiping out in front of me, especially right here. Okay, there's the Treasure Island, Gillies. All right. Senior Frogs is in there. And I know where you can get a deal on a personal open bar for an hour for, I think it's $30. And you'd be lucky if you got 2 drinks for $30 somewhere else. So if you can drink more than 2 drinks in an hour, you start getting a value out of the price. But it's a fun place to be too. But anyway, there's Brad Garrett's vehicle with no lights on. You can't even see. I don't know if it's his vehicle, but he's advertising on it. Venetian Tower. There's a Mirage. It's closed. It will not reopen for quite a while. It could be late next year, I've heard. But you can still go to Treasure Island. More games, more fun, and more wins, it says. Mystere is a great show. That's an excellent Cirque du Soleil show. I really recommend it. I don't not recommend any of the others. Love left, so we don't have Love anymore, which people are going to miss if they didn't see it. It was a great show. But and we don't have Zumanity anymore. but we have O. And you see that? I don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but all right. We have O, Mystere, Ka. O is at the Bellagio, Ka is at the MGM. And we have Big Apple. Can you guess where that one is? Casino Royale is a good place. As long as that one stays open. There's Harris, and I used to work for that company. And even Phil Satry ran it back then. We got the disco show. I saw those tickets. Here's the link. And they got a zip line in there. It's called, can you guess what it's called? Oh, I got a Yard House. That's a good place to drink beer. They got a good place to watch some sports too. Lots going on around there. There's the Link Promenade, and the High Roller is the Ferris wheel. And you saw people drinking in there. There's called Fly Link is what it's called. Fly Link zip line. But you saw people drinking in there, I think, and that's because you can drink on the High Roller. But you got to get one of the special cars. They can't drink on all of them. You got to ask for the happy hour one. And they have it all the times that they operate the thing, so you can have the happy hour car anytime. It's just not every car. It's only like every probably fourth one or something. I don't know how many people want the happy hour car and how many people don't, what the ratio is, but there's plenty of them. It just depends how many bartenders they got in a given day, probably more. So there's the Flamingo, Caesar's Palace, Hell's Kitchen if you want to way overpay for a meal. To put on Instagram or something. And then here's your Flamingo. Still one of the most beautiful neon signs in Las Vegas, if you ask me. And they still have that original one. And another one down there. And they haven't changed it in years. So this flyover, Awaken Your Wonder flyover. That's like a movie, and you sit in special seats and stuff, and it's an immersive experience, and they got several to choose from. I wish I could tell you what they are. I know there's one for Las Vegas, of course. And then, but there's other cities and things like Grand Canyon, and here I just told you I wish I could tell you what they are, and I seem to know. I did one called Flyover California at Disney. It made me sick. All right, here we got the Bellagio, and it's dark out there, so that means we're getting ready to do the water show. I'm not gonna do anything crazy here because people are gonna cross the street, and I don't want to hit a pedestrian because our statistics are still far too high. This is Beer Park. And here's somebody with a new drink. Look at that. Look at that truck. I don't know if that's a good drink or not, but that's a good truck. All right. What else we got? Planet Hollywood over here. Okay, Planet Hollywood. Oh, I gotta get over. Hang on a second. Let me in. Let me in. Let me in. I think I'll give you the full tour, so I don't want to be in the turning lane. Those Bukas are coming at the Park MGM in the theater, I think. Alright, Planet Hollywood here. Desert Passage shops. Miracle Mile shops. It's hard not to remember all that. I live here for so long, I don't remember to say the names of the things when they change them. Hey, what's going on over here? Miracle Mile shops. No idea what that is. Well, anyway, but I want to tell you, don't go to Beer Park. Just don't go there. Do you want to know why? Okay. Well, I'm not going to say anything about their prices because they're just too high. So I'm just not going to say anything about their prices. But the even worse thing than that is that they add a special little extra tax onto their bills that you get. So you're being charged this thing called a concession fee. But they just put, like CF or something, I think, on your receipt. Well, they might even say concession fee, and people don't know what that is. I don't know what it is, how much it is, but I'm guessing it's, like 2% or 3% maybe. But, that's not something that anybody else does. And they're not required to do that. It's not like the server might even tell you, oh, that's a county fee. Oh, make you think the county makes them do it. They don't get any money from it. They keep all that money, so it's a fee for them. So just know that if you go there, okay, but don't go there. Lots of better places to go. Well, you know what? That's just my opinion, of course. All right. That's just my opinion. Oh, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company, Rainforest Cafe, the Sugar Factory. I better not see anything about any of those places. Okay, Park MGM, Whataburger, Brewdog. They got a rooftop thing. I haven't been there, but they have beer, as you can probably guess. There's the flyover. No, that's over here though. That's just a sign for it over there. So it's over here, flyover is. I don't see where it is though. But it's around there somewhere. There's the Hard Rock Cafe. I know that flyover is near that somewhere. It might be in the back. And then New York, half of their W's, both of their W's are burned out. Coca-Cola store, M&M store. What else we got up here? Well, there's the MGM here. Tropicana Hotel. Can't stay there anymore. Here's Excalibur. I heard that's still a fun place to stay at if you're just up for a certain kind of experience. But I guarantee you one tip about that place, even if you do kind of like that kind of place, and I do. I even told you I like Circus. I hate crowds. That's the thing. But something about that place, I wouldn't be out in the casino. You'd never see me except for at 3 a.m. or something on the craps game if they're still open. But or just sitting at the bar, wherever I could find a place not by anybody, playing some video poker. That's where I'd be. But anyway, Excalibur is kind of like that experience, but a little more on steroids, I guess, than Circus. Not really in the same way, though. I don't know if I said that right. I didn't say that right, so just cancel that. They're both kind of a little bit different and kind of the same. How about that? Here's why I don't like driving down here. And then here's the Luxor, and that's Mandalay Bay. And oh, they've got Fantasy. That's a adult show. And I've been to it, and I've enjoyed it. And I've been to it more than once. And they also got Carrot Top and the Blue Man Group there. Can you believe they got Carrot Top there? He's awesome. You got to go to Carrot Top. You can go to the Blue Man Group too if you want to. So, oh, look out my sunroof at Mandalay Bay here. That's a sunroof shot. A lot of people are leaving from this way. Something must just be getting out there, I guess. It's 7:46. My buddy's probably looking for me. I bet the headliner's gonna be on soon. He's probably fucker. Four Seasons Hotel is right there, okay? And you see that entrance? It's got its own entrance. So if you're staying at the Four Seasons, don't turn into the Mandalay Bay or you'll be in the wrong place. You can still access it from there, though. They're not the same hotel, but they're in the same building, basically. Okay? So I know that's confusing, but if you're staying at the Four Seasons, use their own entrance. And they you got free valet there if you're staying in the hotel. It's not free at the Mandalay Bay unless you're, you know, a high roller or something and you've got one of their better tiered of their players cards. It might be then, but otherwise it's not free. So don't park in there, and it'd be a lot longer wait. They got fast valet at the Four Seasons. I parked there many times, and it's fast valet, and they're nice people there too. They're just they're still the classiest of class at the valets there. And you know, I'm not saying you're not going to find it anywhere else, but I just tell you find it there. Okay. All right, up here. See it yet? You might see the Harley Davidson sign. Okay. Then we're going to go by this. It's the Pinball Hall of Fame. And if you like to play pinball, there's your place. You can play every game there that they got in the place. And they got the largest collection of pinball machines you're going to ever probably see. I don't know if theirs is the largest or not. They got the largest sign that says pinball that I've ever seen. I'll tell you that. If I ever see a larger sign than that, I will be highly, I'm never going to see a sign. Okay, there's the Harley Davidsons. Okay, you can go in there. They got a nice showroom, and they got a cafe. Here's our sign. Welcome back to Las Vegas sign. I think it says welcome back on one side. It's, I don't know. It says welcome to fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada is actually what it says exactly. Okay, so it's not like I didn't know. There's a Maverick helicopters, and that's a tour company that we work with that does Grand Canyon and Strip and Red Rock, some other stuff too. So here now, this is just the end of the Strip. Strip's gone now. As soon as we pass Mandalay Bay, basically, and the Las Vegas sign. And after this, up here is a place called Town Square. And Town Square isn't too far from the hotels, depending on which ones you're staying at. But if you're staying at one that's here closer to the south end of the strip, you can catch an Uber to get here for probably $15. And they got a lot of restaurants inside Town Square, a lot of nice places, and lower on the money side, so cheap, so easier on the pocketbook, right, so to speak. So you can have a better time in there for less money. And I always consider less money a better time, right? Even the same kind of good time, but for less money is a better time, if you ask me. So, man, my friend that I was telling you about, that I just kind of, ghosted him, and I shouldn't say that. I hate it when people ghost me, but that's so rude. But he understands sometimes I just don't come to stuff. He just knows about me. But anyway, he's got a comedy show in there too, once a week in there. And it's not just him. He actually is the host, or the opener, but or the MC, whatever they call that guy, And he brings some pretty good comics in there for just a one time a week show on Thursday nights. And it's in a restaurant too, so they have food. It's Filipino food. So if you're like an islander or something, and you probably had that kind of food sometime. But if you haven't had islander food or Filipino food, you want to try it out. So let's see here. What else we got? There's the airport runways. And I don't think there's a whole lot more for me to tell anybody here about this town that I've lived in for a long time, and I love it here. And as you can probably tell, I sort of know a few things about it. I know a lot more, but that's not really the point of any of this. At first, it was just to relax me on the way downtown, because I didn't kind of want to be by myself the way I felt. Get a little bit nervous about driving. I'm always scared something's gonna happen. But here's our Town Square, and they got free yoga classes outside. Okay, what else? This is gonna be about it, because I'm not gonna be able to do this anymore. Town Square. That's the end of this video, okay? If anyone's still here, thanks for sticking around.